Listen, if you want to watch something one-dimensional, I am not going to stop you. But this is the definition of one-dimensional characters. Chase Liaki here with the Blue Futon, reviewing The Fabulous Force. What's about? Pretty simple premise. You have a group of friends that were so close-knit back like 48 years ago. But something happens where one of the friends stole the other friend's boyfriend, right? And they got married for 48 years. She's had this grudge forever. And now the husband died. And now, 6 months later, she found someone else. And now they're all going to go to Key West and have the bridal shower, the wedding, etc., etc. So will friendship be meshed, or will it all still be apart because they all hold grudges 50 years later? So, like this film, it was, no. I mean, okay, first off, I don't like any of the actors. Like Bette Midler, I've always never found her a good actor. The girl, Megan, I can't pronounce her last name, but the squeaky voice in Will and Grace, as well as Nick Offerman's, wife. Never was a fan of her comedy. Susan Sarandon, I've never had an issue with her. And I think she's the best part of this movie. But this movie is just so one-dimensional. There's nothing new about it. And everything they try to do something new, it's just really tacky. Like, I understand that that's some of the point of the movies. These older folk that are trying to stay young and relevant. And that's why there's the TikTok. And that's where the other things that are happening in this movie, like the strip club scene. But at a point, you're just like, come on, like, this is not funny. This is not funny. What I find weird is the director of this did The Dressmaker, I think 9 years ago. This is the first movie she's done in 9 years, and this is what she decided to come back to. Because The Dressmaker, yes, a lot of critics didn't like that film, but it was a dark comedy. It was ridiculously different. It had Kate Winslet, Liam Hemsworth, Hugo Weaving in it, and it's about an Australian, dressmaker, and it was fantastic. Like, really, really one of the better films that came out that year that no one's heard about. This one, it's like summer camp, but rated R, with the same just characters. And my God, is anyone under 30 nowadays like have at least some bit of testosterone in it? Because every dude in this movie that's under 30 years old is either gay or the most feminine person ever. And you're like, oh, but those characters are gay. Sure, but there's this dancing scene at the end, and if you end a movie with a dancing scene like this, I'm gonna cringe like no fucking other. But if you watch every single one of the guy dancers, they're flipping their wrists like this, and they're like this background. The only two people aren't doing this is the Bruce Underwood. I'm saying his last name wrong completely. Him, as well as this other Scottish Captain Earl in this movie. They're actually kind of being somewhat masculine while they're doing the dance. It's not like flipping their wrists like this and doing this. And oh my God. It's like, oh my God, seriously. Fucking no. And seriously, if women are going to have a bridesmaids party in Key West, and if you're one of your girl bridesmaids a dude, no. Just shit like that pisses me off. And then just the oh my God. Also, the side stories in this movie are just so pathetic. All right, so let's get on it. There's the four main girls. One of them, the black lady, she does marijuana. She has a marijuana farm. The problem is she has a nephew who disappeared from her, her daughter, because her daughter divorced someone now in a culty church, and the son couldn't take it anymore, so he magically moved to Key West. Okay. Then you have the other girl, like I said, Nick Offerman's wife. All she is there to is to have sex with younger men. Okay. Then you have, like I said, Susan Sarandon's character. She's the serious one who is a heart surgeon, and she's just, trying to live her life by herself. Then you have Bette Midler's character, who is the one getting married. And the problem with those back two characters, Bette Midler and Susan Sarandon, apparently on set, there was issues as well, because one is very pro-Palestine and one is very Jewish. So you have that interesting dynamic on set. The problem with this movie is they make you feel sorry for Bette Midler's character, even though Susan Sarandon's character is the one you connect with the most, and you feel like she's the one that's been, kind of screwed over throughout the whole movie. But they expect her to do all the apologies except her character. And I really have an ick with that part of the movie. Also, I just feel like some takes in this movie weren't going as well as what was written on paper. Like I said, Megan Mullally's character, whatever you want to call it, there's a scene in a strip club where you could just see her face, like, say, like, almost she's tired or she's just totally done with that scene. And it's very, very obvious where she's just like, okay, let's wrap this up kind of face. And you're just thinking, no, that's me. That's me right here. That is totally me right now while watching this freaking film. Yes, Mickey, good boy. But yeah, what else is in this movie that is just so annoying? A lot of stuff. It's just so stereotypical. The whole TikTok stuff is just so cringe. Where it's like, Dr. Love, and they try to do this. Like I said, I don't have a TikTok. I'll never own TikTok. Period. End of subject. So like that shit is annoying. Other stuff in this movie is just like, oh, the sex toy, which is the same sex toy that was in summer camp. So I was like, okay, interesting. The only reason why this is R is, sexual language and content, as well as sexual language. Yeah, sexual content and language. That's the only reason why this is rated R, and it's very low tier R in my opinion. If you can say some positives, sure, there is messaging of you're not getting younger, but at a point when I see that with this, even they did it better with the Las Vegas. Like I said, you have summer camp. Then you have that new one, My Old Ass, the Aubrey Plaza movie. It's like, yes, we understand. Couldn't get me because I hate aging? Absolutely. But this doesn't do it at all. It's just so one-dimensional. And like I said, all the side characters, especially like I said, the nephew and the daughter, they're just like, the daughter's like, Mom, I'm gay. You better accept me. And she's like, I will. I just don't know how to do it at that time. And there's other stuff where, like I said, the girl that has sex with all the dudes all the time, she's like, I've been locked in this closet for an hour. I need to get out. And then the other, like I said, the other one, it's just like, it's repeating. Then a Michael Bolton references in there, or cameos in there. Random singing. It's just a movie that doesn't work for me. It's not funny. It's just there to exist. So overall, the Fabulous Four, nothing's fabulous about these four people. They're very mid-tier in my opinion, but I'm also mid-tier, so there's that. It's also like saying, oh, I'm a 10, but you're actually a 6 or 7. So don't call yourself fabulous if you know you're mid-tier. So I would never call myself fabulous because I'm not mid-tier, and I have at least some testosterone in my body. So the Fabulous Four will receive a 1 out of 5 with Futon, which equals at 20%. So let's see the critics' news scores gave this one. So you have critics a 27% with 33 of them. Audience a 49% with fewer than 50. No critic consensus. We have 1.5 out of 4. I'm just curious on the bottoms. We have a 3 out of 5. Just a couple rotten, a C, a D. Yeah, dull, stupid. It's just not worth it. 27, 20, 49. Chase Glock here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One more thing, Futontopia. You Booftonians, thank you for watching. For great down. Watch this tape tomorrow, week, from month, or a year from now. We're one of you. And yeah, never call myself fabulous. Ever.